We like to think history is a done deal, written, recorded, case closed. But what if we've been getting some of it totally wrong? Every now and then, a theory pops up that flips the script on everything we thought we knew, challenging what we learned in school, what's in the books, and even what scientists once swore was fact. Some of these ideas sound straight up wild, but here's the trillion-dollar thing. They haven't been disproven. In fact, they just might rewrite history forever. So let's take a look at 15 mind-blowing theories that could change everything we know about the past. Number 15. The existence of white holes. Black holes are the universe's ultimate delete button, sucking in anything that gets too close, light included. But what if they have a polar opposite? Now, meet white holes, a theoretical concept that suggests instead of sucking in the matter, they spit it out, violently. Now picture an intergalactic fire hose blasting out energy and matter, defying gravity rather than trapping it. The problem? No one has ever seen a white hole. And if they do exist, they'd be bizarre, short-lived, and nearly impossible to detect. Some theories suggest white holes might be the exit doors for black holes, meaning whatever gets sucked into a black hole could get ejected from a white hole in another part of the universe. Basically, instant teleportation through cosmic drains. The implications are massive. If white holes exist, they could be the missing link to understanding wormholes, time travel, and the very fabric of space-time. But for now, they remain one of physics' most tantalizing mysteries. Number 14. The Fermi paradox. If the universe is so big and filled with billions of potentially habitable planets, where the heck is everybody? That's the Fermi paradox in a nutshell. It's the mind-boggling contradiction between the high probability of intelligent alien life existing and the absolute silence we hear from space. Scientists have thrown out plenty of explanations. Maybe we're in a cosmic quarantine, and advanced civilizations are avoiding us like a reality show they don't want to be part of. Maybe intelligent life inevitably wipes itself out before reaching interstellar travel. Or, and this is where it gets really weird, maybe we're inside a simulation, and extraterrestrials are just part of the code waiting to be unlocked. If the great silence is real, then either we're alone in the universe or something is stopping other civilizations from making contact. And either answer is terrifying. Number 13. The simulation theory. If you've ever had a weird déjà vu moment and thought, wait a minute, am I in a video game? This theory is for you. The simulation theory suggests that everything, you, me, and the entire universe, might just be part of an advanced computer program, like an intergalactic version of The Sims. This isn't just sci-fi nonsense. Serious scientists, including Elon Musk and theoretical physicist Nick Bostrom, actually think it's possible. And the wildest part? Some researchers are actively looking for proof. One experiment found that the fundamental laws of physics seem to follow patterns similar to computer code, specifically error-correcting code that keeps digital systems from breaking down. That's like pulling apart reality and finding lines of software running in the background. If this theory is correct, then reality as we know it might not be real at all. So, are we living inside an advanced simulation? And if so, who's running it? Number 12. The universe is a hologram. What if everything around you, the stars, galaxies, and even your own body, isn't as three-dimensional as it seems? The holographic universe theory proposes that everything we experience is actually a projection, much like a high-tech hologram. The theory suggests that the entire universe is just a two-dimensional structure with information encoded on its surface, similar to how a holographic image on a credit card appears three-dimensional despite being flat. If true, this would mean that space itself, distance, depth, and even time, might be illusions created by the way light and gravity interact. Scientists have found mathematical evidence supporting this idea, especially when studying black holes. The surface of a black hole appears to store information in a way that suggests it could be operating as a hologram. If this applies to black holes, then it could apply to the entire universe. So, is reality just an elaborate light show? If so, who or what is projecting it? Number 11. The Ekpyrotic universe theory. We've all heard of the Big Bang, but what if our universe didn't just explode into existence from nothing? The Ekpyrotic universe theory takes a sledgehammer to that idea, suggesting that instead of a single spontaneous beginning, our universe was born from a collision, one that happened between two parallel universes. Yep, this theory proposes that space itself isn't just a vast empty void, but rather a cosmic battleground where universes crash into each other, triggering new cycles of creation. Think of it like a never-ending cosmic reset button. According to this idea, our universe isn't expanding infinitely as the Big Bang suggests, but will eventually slow down, reverse, and collapse in on itself, a process known as the Big Crunch. When that happens, another colossal universe-shattering collision takes place, birthing yet another universe. This cycle, if true, has been playing out over and over forever. The big question? If the universe is just part of an infinite cycle, what came before our own? And more bigly, what's coming next? Number 10. The many worlds theory. Ever wonder what would have happened if you took a different path in life? What if you had said yes instead of no, taken that job, or sent that risky text? According to the many worlds theory, every choice you make doesn't just alter your future. It creates an entirely new universe where the opposite decision plays out. This theory, rooted in quantum mechanics, suggests that reality is constantly splitting into different branches. In one universe, you chose coffee, in another tea, in one, you hit snooze, in another, you got up early and changed the course of your entire life. Every decision, big or small, leads to countless parallel realities, all playing out simultaneously. If true, this would mean that an infinite number of alternate versions of you exist, living out different realities based on different choices. Some might be eerily similar to your life right now, while others could be completely unrecognizable. And if there are infinite versions of reality, maybe, just maybe, one of them has the answers we've been looking for. Number 9. Observing dark energy is an act of murder. What if just looking at something could destroy it? According to theoretical physicist Lawrence Krauss, observing dark energy might literally be killing the universe, bit by bit. Dark energy makes up around 70% of the universe, yet we barely understand it. It's the mysterious force behind the accelerating expansion of the cosmos, but Krauss has a terrifying theory. The mere act of observing dark energy might be disrupting it, shortening the lifespan of the universe in the process. How? In quantum mechanics, there's something called the quantum Zeno effect, which suggests that observing an unstable system can prevent it from changing. Krauss argues that by constantly measuring dark energy, we're interfering with its natural state, forcing it back into an unstable condition that could eventually lead to cosmic collapse. Of course, scientists aren't going to stop studying dark energy anytime soon, so let's just hope the universe doesn't have an expiration date. Number 8. Spacetime is a liquid. We think of space as empty, a vast nothingness stretching across the universe. But what if the empty space isn't empty at all? What if space-time is actually a fluid, flowing and shifting like an invisible ocean? Some physicists believe that space itself behaves like a superfluid, a frictionless quantum liquid that shapes the way gravity and matter interact. In this model, what we see as waves in space, like ripples from black holes colliding, are actually fluid-like disturbances, much like waves on the surface of a pond. This theory could revolutionize physics, bridging the gap between quantum mechanics and relativity, two theories that currently refuse to get along. If space-time is a liquid, It might mean that the universe has an underlying structure we haven't fully grasped yet. So, could reality itself be flowing around us, unnoticed? And if so, what's beneath the surface? Well, let us know your theory in the comment below. Number 7. The one-electron universe. Imagine if every single electron in your phone, your brain, the sun, and everywhere else in the universe was actually just one electron, bouncing back and forth through time. Sounds crazy? Well, that's exactly what physicist John Wheeler proposed, and legendary scientist Richard Feynman took it so seriously that he referenced it in his Nobel Prize acceptance speech. Here's the reasoning. Electrons are indistinguishable from one another. Unlike everyday objects, which have unique features, electrons are perfectly identical, no matter where they are. Wheeler suggested that instead of a universe full of separate electrons, there's actually just one, endlessly zigzagging through time, appearing as countless particles in different places. If this idea is right, the electrons inside your body could be the same ones in a distant galaxy, or even the ones that existed at the dawn of time. It's like cosmic recycling at an unimaginable scale, except instead of just saving the planet, it's literally creating the universe as we know it. Number 6. Retroactive precognition. In 2011, Dr. Darrell J. Bem of Cornell University shook the scientific community with a bold claim: future events might influence the present. His controversial study, Feeling the Future, suggested that precognition, the ability to sense future events, could be real. In one experiment, 1,000 students were tested on their ability to intuitively guess random information. Another test had participants categorize words before actually memorizing them later, and strangely, they were more likely to recall words they would go on to study. While skeptics question the findings, Bem's research challenges our understanding of time, memory, and consciousness. Number 5. The Panspermia theory. What if life on Earth didn't start on Earth? The Panspermia theory suggests that life is not unique to our planet, but instead spread throughout the cosmos like seeds in the wind, hitching rides on meteorites, comets, and even interstellar dust. According to this idea, Earth may have been seeded with microscopic life from deep space billions of years ago. And with the discovery of extremophiles, organisms that can survive in the harshest conditions imaginable, this theory is looking less like science fiction and more like a real possibility. Some microbes can endure freezing cold, intense radiation, and even the vacuum of space, meaning life could theoretically travel between planets or even galaxies. If panspermia is true, then Earth's first life forms might have come from Mars, another solar system, or even an entirely different galaxy. And if life can survive the journey through space, then who's to say we're the only ones out here? Number 4. Reality could break without warning. Physics doesn't just study how the universe works. It also asks the terrifying question, what if it suddenly stopped working? According to the vacuum metastability hypothesis, the very fabric of reality is sitting on unstable ground. We assume that empty space, the vacuum of the universe, is in its lowest energy state. But what if it's not? What if there's an even lower energy state that the universe could suddenly fall into? If that happens, it would create a cataclysmic chain reaction, spreading at the speed of light and rewriting the laws of physics as it goes. We wouldn't see it coming. There'd be no warning, no build-up, just instant annihilation. And because this process would fundamentally alter physics itself, we wouldn't even know what kind of universe would emerge on the other side. The good news? Based on the Higgs boson's measured properties, we probably won't spontaneously collapse into an alternate reality anytime soon. Probably. Number 3. Black holes can give birth to entirely new universes. Black holes have a terrifying reputation. Massive cosmic vacuum cleaners swallowing everything in their path, not even light escaping their grip. But what if they're not just cosmic death traps? What if they're actually gateways to new universes? This mind-bending theory suggests that when matter gets sucked into a black hole, it doesn't just disappear into nothingness. Instead, the intense gravity compresses it to an unimaginable density before spitting it back out, creating a brand new universe in the process. In this model, black holes aren't just destructive forces. They're the ultimate cosmic wombs, birthing baby universes that branch off from their parent cosmos. And here's where things get even wilder. Some astrophysicists believe our own universe might have been born from the black hole of another universe. Number 2. The heat death of the universe. If the universe were a movie, it wouldn't end with a bang. It would end with a slow, cold, and lonely fade to black. That's the bleak fate predicted by the heat death of the universe, a theory based on the second law of thermodynamics. Here's the gist. Energy in the universe is constantly spreading out. Over time, stars burn out, galaxies drift apart, and everything moves toward maximum entropy, a state where all energy is evenly distributed and nothing interesting happens anymore. No heat, no movement, no new stars being born. Just an endless, featureless void where time itself becomes meaningless. If this theory is right, then billions of years from now, the cosmos won't be a vibrant place full of galaxies and light. It'll be a motionless, frozen expanse, completely devoid of life or activity. It's the ultimate cosmic game over, where nothing new can ever happen again. Depressing? A little. But hey, at least we've got a long time before we have to worry about it. Number 1. The singularity. We're racing toward a future that could change everything. The technological singularity is the idea that, at some point, artificial intelligence will surpass human intelligence, leading to a radical transformation of civilization, one we can't even begin to predict. Futurist Ray Kurzweil believes this could happen within a few decades. According to him, once AI reaches a certain level of self-improvement, it will advance faster than we can control, leading to exponential breakthroughs in medicine, energy, space travel, and even human evolution. We could merge with machines, upload our consciousness into computers, and possibly achieve immortality. But not everyone's convinced. Some, like Noam Chomsky, think the singularity is just wishful thinking. Others warn that an uncontrolled AI explosion could be the end of humanity rather than our greatest achievement. Will we evolve into godlike beings or create something that outgrows us entirely? Either way, the countdown is on. If you have enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon in the next one.